Thank you, everyone, for tuning into our broadcast today. First of all, we just want to thank you for being flexible with us as counselors at Timpanogos High School in getting the Freshman Expo information out to you. We know and understand it's been pretty chaotic, but we hope that today we can at least provide you that information you'll need so that you feel confident and ready to register. And more importantly, we're really excited to have all our freshmen from all three of our feeder schools and other schools as well to come and experience Timpanogos High School. My name is Kahea Clark, and I am one of the counselors, and we'll be going over this broadcast and how to register. So it may seem like a lot of the information that I'll be presenting will be very chaotic, but we promise that it's going to be well worth your time as you get to know some of our processes when that deadline comes around. So first, let's talk about when and where you will register. On the THS Counseling website, which we will show you later, you can print out a copy of our master schedule. Additionally, at your junior highs, you will be able, we are going to have the counselors there pass out your registration packet, the same type of packet you would have received if you came to the Expo. So registration opens for you Wednesday, April 1st at 3:30 p.m. It will be available to you 24 hours a day through April 24th. You can access it through any computer or device with internet access. We suggest you don't use Chrome as your browser. You can only access Arena scheduling through your student login. Parents cannot access it through their login, so please make sure you know your own student's login and password if you plan on registering for them. If you need help, computer labs will be available at each of your junior high schools on April 1st. Just check with your counselors and they will let you know which lab it'll be found in. If we do experience a system-wide problem, check the website for information when it will be opening. Calling in is difficult because we only have so many people available to answer phones. If you don't see anything on the website, you can always come to the labs, which will be open until 4:30 p.m. on April 1st. So now I'm going to review our class change policy. Make sure you read and understand this document. Some important things you will see are Arena scheduling allows you to choose the classes, teachers, and schedule you want. However, it requires that you take responsibility for it. If you don't, you will lose the opportunity to choose and your counselor will complete a schedule for you. The first week of school is not the time to change your classes. You need to be in class participating in classroom instruction. You will have access to us as counselors via email all through summer up until August 7th. August 7th is the last day to request a schedule change. Once school starts, there are only a few reasons why we will discuss a class change, and they are all listed. So pretty much, you have plenty of time to complete scheduling and, if necessary, make changes to your schedule. Do not plan on making changes the first week of school. So, what classes as an incoming sophomore should you take? So first, you will need to take English 10. The nice thing about Timpanogos High School is we encourage all students who are interested to take English honors. So it is open to anyone who wants to try it. There is no recommendation or prerequisite. You will need to take a science core. Some of these include biology, earth systems, or physics. Math is based on teacher recommendation, so SM2 or SM2 honors for most of you. Obviously, if you are currently taking Secondary Math 2, then you will enroll for Secondary Math 3 this next year. Social science. You won't be able to register for U.S. history as that class is only available for juniors. Options for sophomores that we have are AP European History and other social science electives. And these include sports history, modern world history, psychology, sociology, and world religions. You will probably need an art class. We require that you take a credit and a half total. So it's always smart to at least take at least one. PE, health and fitness. We really recommend that you take at least one of those, if not both, your sophomore year. So please make sure you have those in your schedule. A CTE class, these include classes like Intro to Health Sciences, Foods, Welding, etc. Digital Studies, and the 4 classes listed on our course offerings for that specific digital studies requirement includes Business Office Specialist, Digital Business Applications, Computer Science Principles, Computer Programming 1. And then general electives. You may want to continue for a second year of foreign language or any other class that you may be interested in exploring or wanting to develop any sort of skill. Also on our website, you will see that we have the course descriptions. So if you had questions about what these classes are about, you can go there, and the teacher has made a short description of what that class is all about. Course offerings. So the list of the classes and what credit they give. Oh wait, whoops, I talked about that already. Okay, master schedule. So the master schedule is organized by teacher, subject, and class periods. Good. The date is in the top left corner, and the bottom left corner indicates the latest time it was updated. So when you click on that link, you will see that date that's listed there. The shaded boxes indicate a class that has potential for student to earn college credit, and that's either through concurrent enrollment, otherwise known as CE, or advanced placement, known as AP. Classes with an asterisk are audition classes. So you will need to meet with the teacher or audition or try out for that particular class. Semester classes are listed twice on the master schedule, and full year classes are listed once. So for example, Ceramics 1 is listed twice, and so that's 1 each semester, and then Art History is listed once, and that's a whole year. So now I'll turn the time over to Maya Stocking, our lead counselor here at Timpanogos.
Hello. This is strange because I'm not seeing any of you, but you're seeing me, which is awesome. This is going to be your registration packet. It's going to list what Mr. Clark was talking about, just when you're registering, that information that you are going to need to know about when class change deadlines are, things about that in the summer. So that first page is going to be very helpful for you. And then these recommendations that he made at the very beginning is going to be listed here. As well as, since we are not going to be doing a face-to-face freshman expo, there's a lot of frequently asked questions that are going to be resolved on in this frequently asked questions page, okay? And then the copy of the master schedule, what you will be receiving is going to be the most current master schedule that we have. But like Mr. Clark said, it will be also updated if we make any of those changes on our counseling website that you can find off of the main THS webpage under counseling and then under registration. Again, it shows by subject matter and department, and then it breaks it down by teachers. And something, again, that is very important that we want our sophomores to know is that if it is listed twice, please do not put that same class in for second semester in the boxes, because that means you're taking the exact same class, the exact same content for second semester as you did the first, and we will have to drop that and then place you in a class that you might not need or want, so because of the limited availability that we might have after that. So if it is a year-long class, it will, when you're registering, pop up that you will need to take that second semester. And if it's a semester-long class, it will only schedule you that time and not ask any additional questions. Okay. Course offerings, like Mr. Clark also mentioned, are listed after the schedule, and then as well as your graduation requirements, okay? So we really do want you to use your graduation requirements, and in that packet of information that we give to your junior highs, you will have a copy of your own graduation requirements. We want to make sure that you have those classes that Mr. Clark was talking about in your schedule for next year. But you can also see for the entire 4 years that you're at Timpanogos and through Alpine School District what those graduation requirements are, okay? What we want you to do before you register, so you'll have about 2 weeks before you register to come up with a couple of plans for your schedule for the 2020-2021 school year. And on the back of your packet of information, you'll have a registration form, okay? So you'll actually have two opportunities to create Plan A and Plan B in case a teacher or a period doesn't work out for your Plan A. This is very helpful because you can use your graduation requirements, and on the left-hand form of the registration form, you'll be able to put in the core classes that you know you need to get into your schedule, and then looking at your master schedule, then you'll be able to place in what periods they're going to be taught in. We offer an English 10 class every single period, so you'll be able to kind of write that in and know which periods are available. And then the other classes that maybe are only offered once or twice, you can put those in. We want you to fill your schedule with those classes first because you'll have more ability to put in those classes that are taught multiple periods. And then with your general electives, again, those are ones, of course, we'd love you to get your first choice, but then if you have some additional general electives, those are going to be listed below, and hopefully you'll be able to get your first or second choices in those leftover periods that you still need to build. You do need to have a full schedule. So students cannot have a release period unless it is for seminary. So you do need a full 8 credits in there, and seminary can count as one of those credits, although it does not give you any elective credit. Okay. So hopefully that helps, and hopefully your parents can help you with that, or friends, or older brother and sister. You guys can get together and kind of figure out what's going to be the best schedule for you. So that'll be nice. And then the benefit of having all of your classes listed with each period they are offered allows you to quickly make adjustments if your first choice fills up. So keep the plan nearby as you build your schedule. For audition classes, I know a lot of students want to do some really fun classes that might require you auditioning for those. We will receive the lists that your teachers have for those who make those audition classes, and they will be entered by your counselor as we get those lists of students. When you register, though, it is best to select a general elective class to fill that spot. So if you put in a core class like an English, math, or science, we won't drop that to put in an audition class because we know that you'll need that. So make sure that you put in an elective that can be dropped, but also a class that you would actually enjoy in case you don't make that audition. We are actually now, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go live. We had a student that we are going to use to show you actually how to get on and build Arena, or build your schedule on Arena. Yep. Oh, sorry. We have the. Do you know what it? Okay, perfect. So with Arena, you can only use your login as a student to be able to put those classes into your schedule. So you can. That's the only thing that you can do. I just realized that you won't be able to add because it won't be open. So we'll do our best to show you. But so you can go in and as a student, but your parents can't log in and help you build that schedule. It can only be your student login. You click on the arena scheduling listed in the top left, and you click on 2020-2021. What you'll be able to see then, and you can see this now, are all the classes for the master schedule for this upcoming school year. What we want you to do is show you that that seats are available by course, by A day or B day, by period, and by semester or by teacher. But we would like you to search by teacher, because if you know what teacher you need, they're going to be only teaching a limited number of classes, so it's not going to open up a huge number of classes to register. So for example, for a sophomore teacher, we're going to type in Zobel for biology. And be able to see all the classes that he teaches. So it just comes up with a very nice number of classes that you can choose from. If this was open, then you'd be able to see an add button on the left-hand side of the yes, saying that it could fit. And so once you do that, you click the add button and it pops into your schedule. So you'd be able to look for that. If you're adding a year-long class, it's going to bring up a second screen where you then select the second semester class. If you need to split a period into a different period for second semester, it will actually allow you to choose a different class period than your first semester class, but with that same teacher. So you'll be able to do that. If you click the view schedule right now, there's nothing in here, but when you click the view print schedule, you'll be able to see the classes that you've already registered for, and you can actually drop a class from that screen. So you just click on that class and it will ask you if you want to drop it. You can easily drop it and then go in and search for another class. If you're wanting to search for seminary, you're going to type in to the teacher screen 786. That is also going to show you maybe some classes that we don't have, like that we're hiring staff for. But if you scroll down, you'll be able to see the seminary, and you can choose first or second semester. Also, if you're doing early morning, that is a A9 or a semester or a period 9 scheduled class. You guys will be registering, and the sophomore level core classes will not be full, but there might be some elective classes that are already filled because your junior class and senior class have already registered. So again, we want you to have some other options for electives in case those classes have already filled up, and you'll be able to see how many students are available or can still be able to get into that class by looking at seats available and seeing what is open still. If a class does not show up, there's a few reasons that this could be. It could be that it is a wrong category, like some of our fitness classes are based off of male students, female students. It could be a class, an intervention class that your counselor has to put in, or it also could be that it is an audition class or a class that cannot be repeated for credit. So if you did take a class in 9th grade that we also offer here and you try to take that class again, it might not allow you to do that. Classes may already be scheduled for you if for possible intervention classes, so you could go on and look and see if some classes have already been scheduled for you. And if a class is full, just keep checking the arena scheduling over the next few weeks till the 24th to see if students move and shift their schedules, because student classes do get changed, and you might be able to pick up a class that you really wanted if it was full before. Counselors will be coming to the junior highs in April to visit with students about their schedule and make sure that we're answering any questions and making necessary adjustments to help you have an awesome sophomore year. We just want you to do your best, and we will help support you with that. Please talk to your 9th grade counselors as well. They can look at the master schedule online and ask us any questions if needed. We know that this may seem a little bit overwhelming right now. Just know that we will be meeting with you to make sure you get what you need. And it may not always be what you want or with the teacher or period, but we will help you get the classes that you need. We just want you to make an honest effort. Make sure that you are registering for your classes on the first day so that you can get those classes that you need. If you do not register, your counselors will pick your classes for you. So that is information about Arena. We also want to invite you to join our Remind text messaging message system that the counselors give out that talk about really awesome days like Sophomore Day in the fall that you can come into right before school starts. Different registration and class change deadlines get messaged. And so for Remind 101, you're going to text the number 81010, and you're going to look at where your last name falls. And then in the message center, you're going to put at TWF 2023 and then the initial of your counselor. So if you fall within A through E, that's Mr. Clark's alphabet, you're going to put KC. And so we want you to be able to do that. And yeah, that's it. And we appreciate you so much. And we are so excited to have you be class of 2023. And we will send out any updates and information as we kind of work through this interesting time. So if things change, we will let you know, and we really appreciate you. Thank you.